You have seen the title. No, this is not clickbait. Today I'm going to be going over probably, no, not probably, but the best money making method ever in GTA Online. So, let's get started. Now, in order for this method to be efficient and in order for you to make the most money possible with it, you actually need 5 different businesses. So if you couldn't tell, this is not a beginner guide at all. In fact, you're going to need a lot of stuff that isn't accessible as a beginner. So if you want to know how to somewhat get to here and to get to this point, check out my money guide and beginner guide playlists for more. Anyway, the businesses we are going to be taking advantage of for this money method are the meth lab, the cash factory, cocaine lockup, bunker and Casaka. Before we start, it's kind of important for me to explain what I mean by a day, right? And upmost for this method to be the best of the best, we're saying around 10 hours of playtime, and yes, I know that's a lot, but still, even if you play for 6 hours or less, you can still expect to make 10 million with this method, but 10 hours or higher of playtime will maximize the money earnings for this guide. Okay, with all that out of the way, you're going to want to do is go out to all of your businesses we talked about, and that's the bunker, cash, meth and cocaine. Go out to all 4 of those and buy supplies for them. Now, all up with those 5 businesses, that's 75,000 times 4, so that's 300k on supplies. But don't worry, we are going to make that back in no time. Now, there is a faster way to do this, and that's if you own an arcade, then go to your master control terminal and resupply each business from there. That's probably going to save you 10 minutes, so do that if you own one. Okay, now what you're going to want to do is go to your Casaka and start up a Cayo Perico heist. This is indeed the best way to make money in the game, and we are going to be running this heist back to back about 5 or 6 times. Now, this can be all done completely solo, setups and finale, so that makes it 10 times better. Now, for the setups, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is all of the optional ones, obviously, except for explosive charges. Instead of this, you're going to want to get the cutting torch, as not only can this go through the steel grate, which we are going to need to get into the compound, and it's the best method to get inside, and not only that, but it can also get into lockups with secondary targets behind them. For the approach vehicle, always go with the long fin, it's the fastest way to get into the drainage tunnel, and for the weapon loadout, go with the conspirator. And obviously put suppressors on. Okay, now the disruption preps. This is basically Duggan shipments broke up into 3 parts, and we don't need to do any at all, because no matter what, we are not going to get caught in the finale, so none of these are needed. They are actually only needed if you're going loud, which we are not, so don't do those. Now, all of these setups shouldn't have taken you less than probably 48 minutes or 50 if you had a little slip-ups here and there. Okay, now the finale. Realistically, the finale shouldn't have taken you less than 10 minutes, even with Elite Challenge, or 13 if you're not as skilled. But no matter which target you get, which for the worst one is Tequila, you can expect to still make 1.4 million with the finale. Whereas if you get the best one, Pink Diamond, you can make around 1.7 million with the finale. So no matter which primary target you get, you've made 1.4 million to 1.8 million in just 1 hour alone. Insane. Now, you can't just go back out and instantly start up another heist. Instead, you have to wait 15 minutes for Pavel to contact us, letting us know we can start another heist. However, this is good for us, as we can now fly back out on our oppressor, alter our businesses and resupply them. Then once we have done that, you should have probably got the text from Pavel. If you haven't, don't worry, just keep waiting. Go back out to the Casaka, start up another heist, and again, do all of the same setups as before, and all up again with the setups and finale. That's around 1.4 to 1.8 million, depending on which target you get, which already we have made around 2.8 million in just under 2 hours. Again, that's crazy. Now, in the background, all of your businesses have been resupplying, haven't they? So by now, they should be pretty much halfway or full, to be honest, and you're going to want to start selling them all. Now, here's where all the numbers come in, so bear with me. But say for instance you had a fully upgraded bunker, and so should all of your businesses, to be honest. You should always have fully upgrades on them. But let's just give you guys a bit of a leniency and say you don't have as many upgrades on your businesses, but then a full bunker will sell for around 750,000. Now moving on to the cash factory, again full, and we will say again you don't have upgrades. Now obviously if you do have upgrades for all of your businesses, then the profit will be doubled. That's just common sense. But cash factory full will be around $294,000. Now the meth lab, that's again without upgrades, 357,000, and finally the cocaine lockup, which 420,000. So if you add all those up, we get 1.8 million, and if we add that to the heist profit we made, then that's around 4.6 million or higher if you get a better target in just 3 hours or more. Now all you have to do is keep running the Cayo Perico heist back to back over and over, while also having your businesses fully resupplying in the background, and just sell them when they're close to being full. And it's that easy. Money making will never be this easy ever again, and that's why this can make you around 10 million for 6 to 7 hours playtime and 20 million or higher for 10 to 11 hours of playtime. So yeah, you did it. It's that easy. Money making won't be the same anymore. Now, if you don't have these businesses, but you have a Kasaka, you can just skip all the selling and business part because it can be a bit annoying, and just keep running the Cayo Perico heist back to back and make just as much. Anyway, I hope this helped. I know this is a lot to take in, but keep going back through this video if you struggled a little bit. Go through my methods, go through my guides, and check out my speedrun, the Cayo Perico heist guide in the top right of the screen, as well as a few more videos that can help you along the way if you're just a beginner. And I hope this helped, but either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.